Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it to the right side. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Oh my gosh, the defense is attacking that football. That ball's on the ground. They almost come up with a turnover on the first play of the game.
Second down and long here from the 13. And he drops back in the gun. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Setting the back in motion. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles are on the move here. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Florida State. Just ran away from the defense. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Fights off a defender. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Burks. Rifles this football to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. It's a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Here's the second down play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down.
The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1 yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
Running a quarterback sneak here.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Penalty on the defense won't make much difference this close to the goal line. Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. At midfield. Past the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you say, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring it down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch, takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. The Noles look to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Here's the option play. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So now at the 13-yard line, it's second and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw. It's Burks. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The returner is brought down. Gets a started on the next drive. running down, just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Burks. A little bit too much air on that.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide... won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Quarterback drops back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity to have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Got it. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Weaver. Gets made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
So the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll get there. Touchdown, tied. Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? The back's got it on the pitch. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Hits the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Weaver. Quarterback looking to scramble. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
Can he make it to the marker? Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bama. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Pressure is coming. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. And he'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge jump play. And the Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble now. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the 2nd half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Direct snap to the back. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Weaver. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense are happy to take the result of that play. See if they can convert the point after. And FPHC gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Alabama. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush closing in. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, the offensive line has got to do a better job of accounting for players on the second and third level. They do a good job with the defensive front, but the strong safety sneaks by him and comes up with a sack.
Pass caught. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
On first down, it's play action. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Weaver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's got it down there inside the 35. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position down to the 24. Alabama getting set for the first and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll run the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. That completion makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Has caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that.